beautiful people, it's your girl makeup artist DeShawn Hatcher, and I am here to help you fabulous makeup artists just be better. And today is like one of those days where I get to reminisce with you fabulous people, and I just wanted to kind of go over some tips on how, when I was a newbie, how I built my film kit into a fashion kit and how I did it on the cheap. When I was new to the fashion world, I came from film, so my kit was filled with lots of mattes and neutrals and things like that. So I didn't have all the pretty poo-poo-ness that a lot of us have today, right? And how did I know this? Well, I was working in a photography studio, and the photographer, Fidel Barisha, had said to me, "Ooh, honey, I love your makeup, but your mattes are killing me." And I was just like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "You got to get some shimmers." And I was like, "Oh, okay, will do." But at the time, I really didn't have a lot of money. And I was like, how the hell am I going to make this work for me? Because now I have to go out and spend even more money that I didn't have. Okay, I am one of those, I just don't believe in paying full price for 98% of things that I buy. So I seriously had to think about it. And one of the ways that I knew that I could do this was go into the drugstore. Because drugstores have 2-for-1 sales. That's why. So what I want you guys to do is to start signing up for these circulars or announcements or whatever, and start finding out when their sales are, because then you can get 2-for-1. Everything I'm talking about right now is to start you off so you can get your behind going. Okay, remember that. This is not forever. This is not fill your kit up with drugstore only. This is to get you going, okay? Now, the things that I'm going to tell you not to ever, ever, ever in the history of never, ever skimp on. You don't skip on your foundations. You don't skip on your correctors if you're a corrector person like I am. You don't skip on those things. And you don't skip on your powders either. There are some consumer foundations that I happen to love. I love them. But when you're building a kit, you better build it with pro products first, because that's what's going to hold up. When you first start out, you are testing like a mad person. Like, you are running around and you're working. That is what you're doing. And I'm telling you, it's newbie world versus like getting, seasoned is really two different things. Because when I was a newbie, I worked my behind off. I had to work for well over 8 hours. It wasn't just, 8 hours and poof, I'm gone. No, it was 12 hours, 14 hours, 16 hours, 24 hours, right? So your stuff has got to hold up. And a lot of these consumer brands just need to be retweaked and retouched and all this stuff that you have to do. Whereas pro foundations, baby, they're made to last. So you get yourself Gratovian. You know there is a video on that. You can delve into Cinema Secrets. You can delve into RCMA. You can delve into all the professional brands. And you can also get samples of all those things from Camera Ready Cosmetics. So I want you to understand that. I don't want you to tell me, "Oh, I can't find it." Or, no, I just told you, Camera Ready Cosmetics has. So when we go to the drugstore, okay, there are a plethora of fabulous things that you can get for your kit. And one of them is mascara. We all get mascaras from the drugstore. Most people I know love the Voluminous by L'Oreal, especially the black, because it's really black. I love that one. I love L'Oreal's the Butterfly Effect ones. And I also love CoverGirl's Lash Blast. Say that 15 times in a row. I also love those. There are certain ones I can't use because they have scents to them and they set my allergies off. One of the brands, unfortunately, in terms of mascara, I have a hard time using is Maybelline. It has a funk. I just can't use it. Stock your kit with our lipsticks. I got it on right now. This is a Maybelline lipstick because they just tend to be way cheaper. the brands that I love, I'm nutty cuckoo over Maybelline. Now that's the one thing I can wear in terms of Maybelline is their lipsticks. I have always been a Maybelline L'Oreal girl when it came to lipsticks. But as I got older, for some reason I just gravitate towards more Maybelline. They have, you know why? Maybelline has the beautiful setup where they have like the nudes. You can build a beautiful kit just out of your nudes. You can go to the reds. They always have things that you don't have to think about. You don't have to think about, oh, which ones do I have? They set it up for you. So it's really easy for a newbie just to go buy them and then put them in a beautiful palette. Then some of my favorites are old time, old school are these Maybelline pencils. They are so old school. And Revlon, I have to say, makes some beautiful pencils, gorgeous pencils. Again, because in the drugstore, you can get a twofer. You have to think about that. And when you start off, by the way, you don't need 20,000 pencils when you start off. You need two. You need a black and a brown. And if you want to get funky, then you're going to get a blue, you can get a green, you can do all these other things. But when it comes to eyes, you need two. Obviously, I just made a while ago a big video about Embryolisse, right? So this, I believe this is $24. If used correctly, this could last you a very long time. So you have to start thinking about things that are maybe a tad bit pricey in your mind. But quite frankly, if you went and got Oil of Olay or any of these L'Oreal products from the drugstore, anything like that, it's still expensive. It's still expensive. I got like a little eye cream right here. This joint was like $24. What? So I want you to understand that just because it's in the drugstore does not mean it's always cheaper. The other thing I want you guys to think about buying professionally is blushes. Here's a set. Let's see if you guys can see this. There we go. Here's a set of blushes I bought from the internet. These are La Femme blushes. La Femme. They are La Femme blushes. Guess what? They were $3.50 a piece. Did I hear you faint? They were $3.50 a piece. $3.50 a piece. How many times can I say that to you? So that is $63 for 18 colors. Can you hear me? Can I get an amen? Do you understand? Too much because there are a lot of really good companies that make eyeshadows. I would say L'Oreal makes the hip collection, strong pigmented colors. The Black Girl section makes amazing colors for everybody. And quite frankly, that is where I would send you in terms of eye shadows because they're pigmented. They have to be pigmented because they have to go on black people. And black people need more pigment in there. The other reason why I would send you to the black aisle, the woman of color aisle, is for your foundations. Because pros have the foundations, but I will say that with IMAN Cosmetics and Black Opal, you really can't go wrong with those two, especially since Black Opal has now changed their formulation. It's gorgeous. So that was my world 15 years ago. That's how I started my kit, and I'm sharing it with you because I actually was able to do so much on so little. And if it can help you, I'm happy. So I'm out. I'm on my way to dinner with a boyfriend, and I will see you guys next week. Like, subscribe, share, and let me know below, how do you feel about that? What did you spend? Or do you have any other suggestions on what you did when you first started? So that's it, peeps. I'm out. Dinner time. Bye, guys.